ElectraCast.
The Hilton sale is on. Now through September 29th, you can save up to 20% on stays this fall and beyond. Long weekends, last-minute getaways, holiday gatherings. There's a Hilton stay for all of them. More moments, more experiences, more destinations. Now 20% off for a limited time because it matters where you stay. Don't wait. Book by September 29th and save up to 20% at Hilton.com. Terms apply. Hilton for the stay.
Welcome to NASA Daily, where we bring you all of NASA's previous day's proceedings in 4 minutes or less. In today's episode, we bring you NASA's activities for September 17th, 2025.
Today, NASA is gearing up for a busy month of launches and discoveries. First, the Interstellar Mapping and Acceleration Probe, or IMAP, is set to launch no earlier than September 23rd. IMAP will study the heliosphere, the sun's protective bubble around our solar system, charting its boundaries and providing near real-time measurements of the solar wind. These observations will help improve predictions of space weather, right from satellite disruptions to effects on astronauts venturing beyond Earth. Also heading into space alongside IMAP will be NASA's Carruthers Geocorona Observatory and NOAA's Space Weather Follow-on Lagrange 1 satellite. Carruthers will study ultraviolet light from Earth's outer atmosphere, helping scientists better understand space weather and planetary evolution, while SWFO-L1 will monitor the sun continuously as the first NOAA satellite dedicated solely to early warning of destructive space weather. All three spacecraft will launch together on a SpaceX Falcon 9 from Kennedy Space Center. Back on the International Space Station, astronaut Zena Cardman is conducting experiments on bone cells inside the life science glove box, studying how microgravity affects bone formation and degradation. This research could help protect astronauts on long-duration Moon and Mars missions, while also advancing treatments for osteoporosis here on Earth. On Earth, NASA reports that Arctic sea ice reached its annual minimum on September 10th, tying 2008 for the 10th lowest extent on record at 1.78 million square miles. Antarctic ice is nearing its seasonal maximum, but remains below average, continuing a long-term downward trend that has persisted for decades. With nearly 50 years of satellite observations, including data from ICESat-2 measuring ice thickness, scientists continue to track the impacts of climate change on polar regions. In planetary science news, NASA has now confirmed 6,000 exoplanets, planets orbiting stars beyond our sun. Thousands more candidates await confirmation, and missions like the James Webb Space Telescope, the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope, and the Future Habitable Worlds Observatory will study these distant worlds' atmospheres, detect Earth-like planets, and search for signs of life. Looking ahead to human spaceflight, NASA's Artemis II rocket has been upgraded from Artemis I in preparation for the first crewed mission around the Moon next year. Improvements include an enhanced navigation system, repositioned antennas, emergency detection systems, and modifications to reduce vibrations and improve booster separation. The approximately 10-day mission will allow astronauts to practice maneuvers near the Moon, setting the stage for future lunar surface missions and Mars exploration. Finally, Northrop Grumman's Cygnus XL cargo spacecraft, carrying more than 11,000 pounds of supplies, is scheduled to arrive at the ISS on September 18th. Astronaut Johnny Kim will capture it with the Canadarm2, assisted by Zena Cardman. Once installed on the Unity module, Cygnus XL will remain until March 2026, marking the first flight of the larger, more cargo-capable version of the spacecraft under the CRS-23 mission. Those were the key activities for NASA on September 17th, 2025.
Subscribe to receive daily or rate or review so others can find us as well. Thanks for tuning in to NASA Daily. This has been an ElectraCast Media production. Executive producers are Mark Netter and Peter Rafelson. Produced and edited by Hannah Riggs. Music by Amir Salail, I Say.
Hey Iris, what's new in Dracula Town?
There's a lot happening, actually. Everyone wants to know. Who wrote Powers of Darkness?
The lost Nordic Dracula variation?
Yep.
Or could it have been Bram Stoker? Find out in the Powers of Darkness podcast from Or Whatever Movies.
Debuting October 2025.
ElectraCast.